Hey everybody, welcome back to another installment in the 7 Billion Geniuses video series, Music Metaphor, back in the 7 Billion Geniuses studio down here in the woods, Maine. And happy to be back, and happy to share some more thoughts about the 7 Billion Geniuses process. And one of the things that I'm going to talk about today is the idea of choice and the power and importance of choice, and how often we can be seduced into this sense that we actually don't have a lot of choices in our lives. And that often comes from the sense of being invited into going in specific directions. And so the notion that if I can't go in this one specific direction, then I clearly have all my options blocked. And I think about, for me, this sort of the idea of the sphere of possibilities as opposed to sort of a binary this way or that way. And not only the infinite possibilities contained in a circle, but if you think about a sphere, and that the possibilities for direction that are included in a sphere are even greater than that of a circle. And so when you think about choices and possibilities from whatever situation or position that we're in, can make it seem a lot more expansive than it might otherwise be. And so, so we think about the situations that we're in, and this invitation to think that really there's only one specific possible direction for success. It can seem very limiting, but really, if we take the time to just sit back and be quiet and ponder. And I talk a lot in the book about the breathwork practice, which has been extraordinarily important for me, because it's literally brought me to this notion of when somebody asks me a question, taking up the response of, I'll ponder that instead of coming back with a quick response. And as a psychologist and a doctor, I'm certainly familiar with a culture that invites us into thinking that really all responses are supposed to be quick, and if we're at the top of our game, according to the culture, we can respond quickly, and if we can't, then there's something wrong. And I vehemently stand up against that idea and say that taking time in response to questions is a really valuable thing. And so I encourage everybody to consider the vast majority of possibilities, and then even in situations where things can seem most dire, oftentimes the reason why they do is because we've been invited into this position of thinking that there's a limited number of responses to what's going on in that situation, and that's what makes the situation oftentimes can seem so difficult. So I'm going to share with you a song that I wrote a while back. It's called Jack, and it's a story of a guy who realizes at the end of this sort of epic song that he does have some choices, and that they're waiting just beyond his grasp in those territories where it's difficult to see, because our understanding of our grasp is oftentimes limited by cultural expectations about what we're supposed to do. When Jack was born, his parents dreamed of making change, and so it seemed that Jack would have a better life than they. But as he grew, their courage failed. The work of marking time prevailed. The freedom was the price that they would pay. Jack is 17 years old, always did what he was told, paid the piper every single day, never asked for something more, dreamt about what was in store. The way it is how it's going to stay. There is something waiting just beyond the grass. You can start to see it through the haze. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick, Jack tied to the whipping stick. Jack will never step outside the line. Jack the patient, Jack the meek, Jack the never asking free, Jack the man who's running out of time. Jack is 30 years today, learn the games he's had to play to keep from driving slowly round the bend. Made his mark in nothing real, learned to shrink and not to feel. Found a way of life that is fitting. Then Jack, the forward-thinking man in the corner that he picked, the lifestyle that he planned. He crashed running along through the pain. He realized he'd been tricked and he had to start again. Jack is 45 years old, always did what he was told, paid the piper every single day. Sick of this infernal game where every day is just the same. Made his mind up now to get away, 'cause there is something waiting just beyond the grass. He can start to see it through the haze. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick, Jack tied to the whipping stick. Jack will never step outside the line. Jack the patient, Jack the meek, Jack the never asking free, Jack the man who's running out of time. Jack is getting out this time. Jack is going past the line, and Jack is not what they thought after all. Jack is never coming back for his pension and a heart attack. They watched him disappearing across the wall, 'cause he knows there's something waiting just beyond his grasp. He can start to see it through the haze. That's Jack. So see it through the haze, to see the possibilities through the haze, and to choose to go in that direction, even though it may be not possible to see exactly where you're going to end up. And that's the thing about making choices that ultimately bring us to amazing places that we can't always know where we're going to go. So anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you watching. If you want to be in touch, please do stay in touch, and my contact information is at the end of the video. Again, I'm Dr. Joel Glenn Wixon, and appreciate you watching.